kind of near my spot here where I've been getting them real good. Seen some other people here yesterday sitting and fishing this little cove. See if we can get into anything. We'll spot out of the wind for a second here too. It is just 20 to 26 mile an hour wind gust. Just a constant steady wind. I remember yesterday being surprised a few times. You know, I'm in 14.5 foot of water now. And I'm marking most of the fish down by the bottom. It looks like some up near the top. But there were times when it would hit the water no more than a second and there was a fish on it. So no doubt some of those fish are right up near the top. And I'm reading some that look like just a few feet down. But most are right, right by the bottom. 8 foot now. Yeah. I'm getting up to the area where I was into them real good yesterday. There was a boat parked up here yesterday that had been into them real. Oh, there's a fish. See? This is the area. That's a good fish too. That's a really good fish. Oh yeah, that's gotta be a striper. Oh my gosh, that's a very nice looking fish. Okay. Oh baby. Look at this. Oh man, it's a nice trout, big trout. Really big one. Holy cow. Oh man. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This has just been such a hot spot. I mean, come on. This one fought really good. Jeebers. Another really solid trout. Look at the size of this. 20 inches all day long. That is just awesome. Oh, look at that. Awesome trout. All right, we're gonna let this sweet thing go. I'm gonna get a really fast measurement. So far, the biggest is 20 here. And they are consistent right on that same spot every time. So let's see, we're nice and easy. Man, yep. This one is 19 and a half. So another beautiful trout. We're gonna let her go. Awesome. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Okay, we're gonna put it back on this side. I like the net being on this side. And I'm just gonna move that camera around a little different next time. Okay, back at it. Sweet. I love it. I called it, didn't I? I said this is the spot. We're right in the area, and bam, they have been consistently in that area. I mean, they're all through here, but that spot particularly, they've really been consistently in there. And again, like I said, you know, these fish are all different. I caught a 20 incher yesterday, 19 3/4, 20. He was right in that between the two. It just shook its head the whole way in like an alligator, but it didn't pull. I mean, there was nothing for a fight per se, but it might have been a bite. But it shook a lot, and it was neat to see, but it didn't pull. This one pulled really good. It was a great fight. It's just funny again how each of these fish are so different. He was really close to the edge too. I got to keep that in mind. You know, I've been spending a lot of time fishing the deeper water near the center of the canals here, but he was actually pretty close to the side in the area where I've been getting them, but a little more in than even normal. So every fish you catch or don't catch, you always be asking yourself, what's going on? Why is this happening? Why am I not catching fish? Why am I catching fish? Why was that fish there? And take note of the details. That's how you learn what's going on. Okay, let's see. Always be learning, asking yourself questions, analyzing. Let's see if we can pick up a couple more there. That wind blew me really far off from my spot already. So we're working our way back up to that. Basically, it's a point, like a corner, that they just seem to really like hanging out in that, off this point. And it's been very consistent. My first day here, I got a 19 3/4. And just so you know, the people I've talked to, the wildlife people have been here, taking measurements, everyone's fish, and they're saying for this area that seems to be the top of the bracket. They're not seeing anything bigger than 19 to 20 inches come from here. So the average fish seems to be about 15 to 17. So the 19s here are really good. Not to say you couldn't catch one bigger than that, it'd be awesome, but pretty excited to catch them like that. And this spot's holding the better ones, because I've caught a fair amount of trout, and 2 of the 3 big ones have come from the exact same spot. Now we're in the area right now. See? Except we're in the area, bam, right away. Yeah, that there's stacked right there. Nice fish. I'll bring him around. Let's see what we got this time. Oh yeah, he's starting to pull now. He knows what's going on. Little rock. Little baby rock. So that's what I'm talking about. Yesterday was the same thing. All the rock I caught were like this. Just little baby ones. I bet these are little stockies. They told me that the reason why the season, they close the season on rock, you can't keep any, it's because the wildlife noticed that the stockies seem to be reproducing with the natives, and it was something they wanted to research more, but they were afraid that we were catching all the stockies up. So they wanted to slow that down and give them a chance to breed and research, so they've closed. This is the second year, no keeping any rock. That's what we call them down here in the south. Up north we call them stripers. But there's definitely no shortage of them. There's a lot. Let's see. One down the middle. So that's one thing with the trout fishermen. It's opinion. It does seem like the population's good, but it's just hard to wrap my head around sometimes how many trout I see on Facebook, people keeping. It's like, you're allowed 4 a day. You get 2 or 3 guys and they'll keep their limit, and they're going out 3-4 times a week, some of these guys, doing it every day. I'm like, are you really eating that many trout? They're good. Nice fish here. But man, that's a lot of fish. Ooh, nice. Nice. Another striper. But I mean, I eat a lot of fish, but I couldn't eat that much. I don't know how people can keep that many. But as long as you're eating them and you're abiding by the rules, I mean, that's fine. Just think, you know, I kept 2. I caught 3 and kept 2 my first day. I could have kept them all. And then yesterday I caught 6 and kept 3. And was letting 18 inchers go, by the way. And then I have a lot of meat, you know. I've already got stuff in the freezer. I've got 3 more fish to fillet and put in the vacuum sealer. It's a lot of meat. It's gonna last a long time. I don't need to keep fish every time I'm out here. And we're gonna have trout to catch all through the rest of the winter. Now and then, but most of the fish I catch is for fun. I'll get photos and let them go and enjoy it. And again, I like to eat fish, and I'll do it sometimes, but just always careful not to overdo it. And always want to encourage that. As long as you're following the rules, you know, I'm not here to judge anybody, but just as long as you're not wasting fish, keeping them and not eating them. don't know if that was the same fish the whole time, because I pretty pricked one, and I just kept getting hit. He was following it. He's off the hook. It's a nice trout, 18, real fat one. Come on, sweetheart. Yeah, that's a head. Look at the size of that. Really nice chunker. Wow. Beautiful fish. All right, we're gonna go right back in there and see if we can get another one. Let's put this one back. All right. Man, awesome. So this, again, this mirror lure has just been awesome. You know, I've talked to other people in the boats that are getting them, but I've talked to people that are not doing as well as we're doing here, which is really interesting, again, because yeah, I'm a good fisherman, but I'm pretty new at this. So these guys I talk to here fishing here all the time. It just tells you we're on to something, we're using the right bait, we're doing everything, what we're doing is right. I want to keep learning. I think there's ways to probably up my odds of catching a bigger trout, but yeah, we're doing it right now. This is that mirror lure, and it's working. Yesterday I learned, you know, watching a boat fishing in the same spot for a long time, catching fish, and then he left. I pulled in behind him just to see what could happen. I got 4 fish in 4 casts, and then I was able to pull up a few more strikes. There's another fish with a different lure, and that just teaches me, if you get into nice fish, another big trout, get into nice fish, and then it kind of shuts off, switch up your bait, switch up your retrieve, because man, look at this, is awesome. Come on now. Oh yeah. Let's see here. About the same size. So we got a nice little group right in the beginning mouth of this creek right here. Don't want to tear your lip up too much. Come on, sweetheart. There we go, another nice trout. Let her go. Oh man, this is a blast. So as I was saying, like, this spot's a good example. I'm gonna keep fishing it with this bait. As long as I keep getting bites, as soon as I stop getting strikes, I'm gonna follow up with that twitch bait. I'll bet we can pull up another strike or another fish using a different bait. But that's the 2 things I would say is, first, if it stops, maybe slow up, try a different retrieve. 3 casts, 3 fish. They must be stacked in the mouth. Ooh, it's a better fish. Feels like it. Stacked up in this little creek mouth. Oh man, this is awesome. We have really been on these fish, especially yesterday and today. This feels like a much better fish, a lot heavier. That's better fish, yeah. It's a 20-inch fish, yeah. It's a 20-inch right there. Oh yeah, that's a solid fish. That is a solid fish. Look at the size of this trout. Yeah, that might be even a little bigger than the other ones I got. Wow, that's a solid fish. That's a solid fish. Look at the size of this trout. Whew. All right, put it back in that. Big fish too. Okay. Really try not to get you in the gills there, sweetheart. Really try not to. Okay. All right. Yep. That's the best one yet. That one is 20 and a half. 20 and a half inches on this sweet girl right here. All right, let's hurry up and get this sweet girl back in the water. The beautiful trout, 20 and a half. There she goes. Chances are we're gonna get another one in there because they are really stacked up in here. This is awesome. All right, so I'm kind of casting just in the middle of this channel, and if you look, what I'm looking at here the creek, as it goes upstream, splits off into two. And we're fishing right. This one here doesn't go up as far. It gets real tiny and skinny water pretty quickly. But the other one kind of goes on for a bit longer. So let's see. We got 3 fish and 3 casts. Oh, that was a miss. That was a strike and a miss. Another strike. There he is. Unreal. Unreal. Oh man, this feels like a good fish too. Oh yeah, this feels like a nice fish too. 4 fish and 4 casts. And they're stacked. They are stacked. Oh yeah, this feels like a really quality fish again. Yes, it is. Unbelievable. Look at this. Look at this. Not quite as big as the other one, but quality fish. Look at what's up with this one. Something got it there. Let's see, that one comes out nice and easy. Yeah, look at that. This side and that side. I don't know what that would be from. It's like something, and on its head too. Either a net or something. I don't know. Something tried to get it. All right. Okay, 4 for 4. How long is this going to go on? I know the way these fish can stack up. Like sometimes it's just a couple and you'll get a couple. But sometimes there could be loads of fish in a spot. And I'm believing that this is it. I'm the only one out here, and I'll bet there is. It could be 30, 40, it could be 100 trout in this spot. All right, I just want to try switching up the camera angles here. I got some beautiful clouds behind me. Figure I'd switch it up a little bit, see if this works any better. Bandage on that drone accident. Covered in fish slime. I'm sure it's gonna heal up real nice. At least it's not bleeding all over and everything like yesterday. Straight fish. 5 casts, 5 fish. Oh my gosh, this is insane. 5 casts, 5 fish. Gotta love it. Don't happen like this every day. Just in case any of those people out there haven't fished here for trout, it doesn't happen like this every day. It just doesn't. I mean, there's a lot of days you don't catch anything. Right in the top of the mouth, in that hard part of her mouth. Let's see here. Alright, another beauty. Let her go. Wow, what a banner trip this is turning out to be so far. Honestly, I caught so many fish on this trip, I'm having to break it up into 2 parts. So this is part 1 of 2. Next week, early in the week, you can expect part 2 to be released. There's a lot of great catches and tips that I think anyone can learn from in that video. So be looking forward to that one. In the meantime, if you have any questions about what you saw or what I was doing here, please feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. I will absolutely get back to you. And hey, if you have fish for sea trout, I would love to hear from you. What is your personal biggest? And if you won't mind sharing, what did you catch it with? Was it with a certain lure or live bait? My biggest is 25-inch with a 3-inch Z-Man swim bait. And also, if you learned from this video, if you enjoyed it, I would ask you to please consider subscribing. And to those who have, thank you so much. And for the great comments, I'm overwhelmed by the growth and support that I'm getting on this. I really feel so blessed. It's all about you, my friends, and we're going to keep this ball rolling. So until next time, God bless, and I will see you on the next one.